Hello, hope you're well. Just thought I'd pop back because I wanted to share an example of synchronicity that occurred in my life, and I think it's a really powerful story. And I think synchronicities are a way that we can really awaken to the flow and the flow state, and to realise that everything is connected. When I did an interview with Surah Kim a few years ago, she talked about how when you're more emotionally bonded with an individual, that can cause more synchronicities and when there's more emotion around it. So you may know that I lost my grandma earlier this year, which I did a last video about mentioning. And not long before she passed, she was in a home and she was singing a song to me, which I caught on video. And I'd never heard the song before, and it was called Let It Be Me. And I started crying because she was singing it to me, and I knew that she didn't have long left, but she didn't know because she had dementia. So she didn't understand why I was crying. She thought it was about somebody, but I was crying because it was my grandma, and it was just a really special moment. And she went, "You've never heard Let It Be Me?" And she was saying to the people, she's never heard it. And not long after she passed away, one of the choir members came, well, a few choir members from my granddad's old choir came to the funeral. My granddad was in a male voice choir for a number of years, and the choir was a big part of their life. And the choir director happened to mention to me that they were doing a big concert at a cathedral called Minster, which is beautiful. And he said it's like a collaborative, and there's going to be a few other choirs there and a swing band and all this sort of thing for the 80th celebration. So I said, I'm gonna come to that. And when I looked it up, the proceeds were going to a charity that I'd just been working with, and that had been helping me through a transition in my life. So that was like a small little nice synchronicity. And when I got to the actual night, I opened up the programme, and one of the first songs on there was Let It Be Me. Now, this wasn't from my granddad's choir. It was actually commissioned by one of the other choirs. And I'd not told the choir about this story. So Let It Be Me was on there. As you can imagine, it was quite emotional. Not only was Let It Be Me on there, The Wonder of You was on there, which was one of her funeral songs, and one of my granddad's funeral songs on there. What Would I Do Without My Music? So not only was that song on there, it was both my grandma and my granddad's funeral songs together. And now they had a really special bond, and it felt like that was the two of them together, and it was like a final goodbye. As you can imagine, it was highly emotional hearing all these songs and hearing it in the beautiful Minster. I'll add in a clip at the end. But then, again, you might just say this is a coincidence, and it is, but it's a lovely coincidence. At the end of the concert, I got up, and at the bottom on the floor next to my chair was two hearts, confetti hearts. Obviously there must have been a wedding there or something, but the fact that they were at my chair, and it was the end, and it was just two together, it was just really beautiful. So yeah, there were so many synchronicities there, and I met the girl from the charity who had been mentoring me, helping me basically, and we had a photo there, and it was like this full circle moment with my grandma and granddad. How beautiful. So I hope you enjoy that story. I hope it's given you faith. Really made me feel like everything is connected. Yes, it could be just a coincidence, but for me it felt like more than that. And yeah, let me know what you think.